Rail Center, Salt Lake City, how are you tonight? All right. Kind of a tepid start. I'll try it again. How are you tonight? That's better. We're here to have some fun tonight for a very serious matter in the world, and that is restoring sight to those that have the ability to see but have just not had the medical care to do it. We'll tell you a little bit more about that as the evening goes on, but I want to ask how many of you were here with us last year? Just raise your hand if you can. How many were here last year? We had a great time last year. I don't know how we topped that, but we're going to do our best to top that. We're going to have some fun along the way, but while you loosen your purse strings, we hope you'll loosen that tie a little bit and make a little noise to have some fun with us. Who could forget that moment last year when former Governor Mike Leavitt came out with Mitt Romney's size 28 dress belt, I'm sure it's a size 28, held high and proud as Mitt Romney came into the ring to take on Evander Holyfield. It's a combat sport minute that I will not forget, I'll tell you that. And we're going to make some memories for you here tonight as well. You know, for more than 25 years, Charity Vision has been empowering local physicians in developing countries to overcome curable blindness by providing eye exams, glasses, surgeries, and eye care clinics. Last year, and this is worth a round of applause when you hear these statistics. Last year, because of Charity Vision and because of your generosity, 40,000 patients in 25 different countries had their vision restored. That's an amazing number. But wait, there's more. 70,000 were given glasses, and amazingly, and you don't hear this in charitable organizations very much, but amazingly, for every $1 donation, $100 in medical services are provided. So keep that in mind tonight. Yeah, that's worth a round of applause too. Give what you can give tonight. Small donations make a big difference. For every $25 donation, a sight-restoring surgery is performed. We've got 5 great fights on the card tonight, including the fight the world has been waiting for. Mario Lopez taking on world champion Oscar de la Hoya. Let's get it started this way. Rail Center, Salt Lake City. Are you ready for fight night? We begin in the welterweight division. First to make his way to the Charity Vision ring, please welcome Corey Von Bauer.
Says it's the end of time, and the Mississippi River, she's a going dry. The interest is up and the stock market's down, and you're only getting mugged if you go downtown. I live back in the woods, you see, a woman and the kids and the dogs and me. Got a shotgun, a rifle, and a four-wheel drive, and a country boy can survive.
And here comes his opponent, David Mijares. All right, ladies and gentlemen, All of our bouts tonight sanctioned by the Pete Suazo Utah State Athletic Commission. The director, Bill Colbert, is with us ringside. Want to say a special thank you tonight as well to Golden Boy Productions for helping to make this night possible. Introducing first, in about scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds. He's stepping back in the ring, looking to secure a win in a young pro career. His record stands at 2 wins and 4 losses. He weighed in at fight time at 145 1/2 pounds. He fights tonight out of Camas, Washington. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Corey Von Bauer. Here now is his opponent, standing on my right and fighting out of the red corner, a 2015 Golden Gloves champion, making his second appearance after an impressive amateur career record of 57 wins with 12 losses. His professional record, 1-0. He weighed in at an even 146 pounds, fighting tonight out of Santa Monica, California. Please welcome David Mijares. Your referee in charge of the charity division ring is Chet Fulmer.
Am I good? Yep. Greetings, everybody. Golden Boy Productions presents Charity Fight Night number 2. Corey Von Bauer versus David Mijares. Von Bauer in the black trunks, bringing a 2-4 record into the ring. And you can see he'll start with some aggression out of that southpaw stance, looking for more success in a boxing career that was preceded, actually, by a collegiate wrestling career and a 7-4 professional MMA record. In the silver trunks, his opponent, David Junebug Mijares, much more experienced in the sweet science, a little bit more successful as well, as he brings 20 years of boxing experience practically into his 20-year life. His trainer told me before the bout he was practically born in the gym. Professionally, he's been boxing for 6 years now. Both southpaws. Nice little flurry of action there. Junebug with the body shots early in this first round. Scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds. Nice uppercut there by Junebug. Referee Kip Fulmer will break these guys every time they tie up. Mijares, the more experienced boxer, seems intent on allowing footwork to control space, where you'll see Von Bauer leaning quite a bit here in this bout. The jab lands a couple times for Von Bauer. But Junebug once again working the body, punishing those ribs and the lead liver in that southpaw stance. Wincing in pain is Corey Von Bauer, not liking the punishment to the body. Another body shot for Mijares. The jab up high just misses. You hear the correction coming in from Mijares' corner. Don't chase. That combination blocked by Von Bauer, but the punches are coming fast and furious from Mijares. More instruction from the corner, elbows in, and you see the punches come a little bit quicker and straighter from Junebug Mijares. Almost out of the clinch there. Couple nice punches landing there. One to bloody the nose of Junebug Mijares. straight left from Corey Von Barr landed, scored late in the round there. May have stolen a little bit of pointage back from in the judges' eyes, but in that first round, Junebug Mahares was able to establish his footwork, establish, I think, that he is the more experienced boxer despite only a 1-0 pro record. He did have over 60 amateur bouts before turning pro in 2015. He is also California State Gold Gloves champion. Whereas I mentioned before, Corey Von Barr coming in as a more diversified athlete, but less of a pure boxer. And you can tell in that first round. In the corner, Mahares' coach is telling him just to stay relaxed and allow his footwork and straight punches to score. Look for more punishment to the body from David Junebug Mahares. The jab lands a couple times for Von Barr, who needs to establish himself in this fight still. Another jab lands. And Von Barr doing a better job of circling off the ropes here. Seems a bit more composed than in that first round. Perhaps he's the type of fighter that needs a little bit of time to get himself into a rhythm. Now he tries to score to the body, but both punches blocked by David Mahares. Lead hook just misses. Again, if you're just tuning in here on Golden Boy Productions, anywhere on Facebook or our viewers on YouTube, Corey Von Barr in the black trunks, David Junebug Mahares in the silver trunks. Warning from our referee. And as soon as he allows them to restart the action, it's David Junebug Mahares starting it up. Here's a clinch from Von Barr. Natural tendency to do so with that wrestling background, but it just doesn't fly here in the squared circle. Mahares scores with a nice combination and gets his opponent retreating. That wide hook just misses. Referee Fulmer breaking the action again, encouraging his fighters to turn and engage after that break. Corey Von Barr actually grabbed a leg there. Having a hard time beating those instincts from his wrestling career. Mahares, the cleaner boxer here, but getting a little bit tired, perhaps from the volume of punches. Left hand lands. Von Barr once again on the retreat. Another left hand lands over the top there from Junebug. And the right hook lands, and an uppercut to the body. That'll be a knockdown. It was the overhand left that stunned him, but the uppercut to the ribs from that lead right hand that dropped Corey Von Barr. Despite the bloody nose, Mahares smells blood from his opponent and will attack again here out of the break. David Mahares throwing those uppercuts with abandon. Another one lands on the body. That left uppercut scoring for David Junebug Mahares here in the second round. Only 10 seconds left. Both boxers taking a breath before engaging one final time before the bell. Another great round there for David Junebug Mahares.
All right, everybody, we're going to have some fun. We're going to split the room right down the middle here. This side, we want you to make some noise for the blue corner. This side makes a noise for the red corner. In case you hadn't noticed, the louder you yell, the harder they fight. And whoever wins this battle in the crowd, we've got some Charity Vision Fight Night t-shirts. Let's see how it works for round number 3.
Well, that's why Tim Hughes is the best in the business, getting the crowd here at Charity Vision Fight Night excited. If you're just tuning in here in Golden Boy Promotions Charity Fight Night 2, welcome to Salt Lake City, Utah, where I, Sean O'Connell, sit ringside at the Rail Event Center. Our first bout of the night, 2 welterweights scheduled for 2 more 3-minute rounds. of pro boxing action. Corey Von Bar in the black trunks. David Mahares in the silver trunks. And we do need the lovely ring girls to exit before we can start round number 3. Here it is. Both of these gentlemen standing southpaw. And that rear uppercut for David Mahares has been a punch all fight long. Here come the flurries. Nice combination landed. Von Bar lunging with the hook, does not score, and that jab does from his opponent, David Mahares. The overhand left, and that'll be another knockdown for David Mahares. Corey Von Bar, fighting out of Camas, Washington, the proud teacher and family man, stands it up one more time and says he's ready to go. David Mahares, though, scoring his second knockdown of the bout. And another clinch here from Von Bar as he tries to buy himself a little bit more time to recover. Punch on the break. Von Bar is just getting outboxed here as Junebug switched his stance there. I told you before that Corey Von Bar has a collegiate wrestling background, and those instincts die hard as he almost shot a takedown there. Not a welcome gesture here in the boxing ring. That'll do it. Our referee, Chip Fulmer, is calling this bout. In the third round, David Junebug Mahares improves his record to 2-0. The former California State Gold Gloves champion scores a TKO victory 1 minute and 13 seconds into round number 3. Corey Von Bar just not able to withstand the punishment to the body handed out by David Junebug Mahares. The Santa Monica, California kid representing very well, staying composed, landing some nice combinations, and the body work. The damage to the body, that rear uppercut in the second round, the straight left in the second round, ultimately proved to be too much for Corey Von Bar as he drops the 5th bout of his professional boxing career. Once again, if you're just tuning in around the world, welcome to the Rail Event Center in Salt Lake City, Utah. Golden Boy Promotions, happy to present Charity Vision Fight Night number 2, headlined by a bout that the world has been waiting for. Oscar, the Golden Boy de la Hoya versus Super Mario Lopez. That'll be later tonight. This bout, welterweight action, scheduled for 4 rounds, but it ends 3 rounds in, 1 minute and 13 seconds to be precise, into that third round. Corey Von Bar succumbing to the body shots and the pressure of David Mahares, who improves to 2-0. We'll send it back inside the squared circle where Tim Hughes makes it official.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's make this one official. As we get our fighters to center ring here, our referee, Chet Fulmer, steps in to wave off this contest. 1 minute, 13 seconds of that third round, declaring your winner, David Mahares. David, just for a second here, give us a little background on your career so far. Amateur more work, obviously, than as a pro, but what was your amateur career like?
Amateur career was decent. I could have had more fights, but I started at a late age. So, I went to as many Olympic qualifiers as I could have for this year, and but I didn't make it, so decided to turn pro, and now I'm here, and I'm loving it, and Golden Boys treat me so well. My management team is doing an excellent job, and so is my team in my corner. I love them, and it's just amazing so far.
Run your record to 2-0. What's it like working with a champion like De La Hoya?
It's amazing. I mean, you just feel his energy and his vibes, especially around when you visit the office, and it's just something I really look up to, and I'm thankful for everything I have so far.
Well, good luck with the rest of your career. It was fun watching you here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner again, David Mahares.
Hi, my name is Doug Jackson. I'm the CEO of Charity Vision International. Traditionally at Charity Vision, we focused in on the surgeries and those that were completely blind. But as we were going out and doing screenings in the communities, we started to discover there's a lot of young children and other adults that just needed glasses. And we started to go into the schoolrooms and to start doing screenings on little kids, grade 1 through 6. And we discovered that between 12 and 25% of the kids we were examining couldn't see the board very well, that nobody had a clue that these kids couldn't see properly. In certain parts of the world, they don't address that. There's nothing in place to go and make sure the kids are able to learn like they should. And for the most part, the kids have just kind of been labeled and pushed off to the back as kind of a slow learner. Maybe someone's a little shy, doesn't quite interact as much as everybody else, and they just kind of get forgotten. Matter of fact, the World Health Organization says that 70% of all the kids that drop out of school do so because of vision impairment. I think of the potential lost. Some of those kids could have been the brightest kids in the class. Some of those kids could have been the next mayor of the community or doctor in that community.
Mi problema es, me duelen mis ojos, a veces me duele.
¿De cuándo has empezado a sentir esa molestia?
Desde pequeño, desde nacido.
Desde nacido.
¿Qué te gustaría ser?
Una ingeniería civil.
Ingeniería civil.
You would like to become an engineer.
Engineer. Ah, yeah.
At Charity Vision, we pride ourselves in taking the donations that we have and leveraging it into something much bigger. For every $2.50, for example, we can provide a pair of glasses that otherwise might cost them $30 or $40. So for $2.50, we can give that child a brand new leash on life.
Estamos aquí para entregarles los lentes el día de hoy.
You decide, is it the 44-ounce big gulp or the future of a child? They're about the same costs. If you'd like to be involved, we'd encourage you to visit our website, charityvision.net. We encourage you to be a monthly donor. Pick a number. How many children do you want to give glasses to this month? Maybe it's just 3 or 4 a month. 1 a month. It all makes a difference. Join us in the fight for sight. It's worth every penny.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a hand for Charity Vision. Your chance to make sure that the work continues well beyond the 25 years that they have already been in operation, and thousands of more will regain their sight because of your donations here tonight. Our next bout of the evening, scheduled in the bantamweight division. This one scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds. So let's get our fighters to the Charity Vision ring. First to make his way, please make him feel welcome, Sam Rodriguez.
Chopper down, 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 lay a nigga down, 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 chopper, break it down, 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 lay a nigga down, 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 chopper, break it down, 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 lay a nigga down, 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 chopper, break it down.
And here comes his opponent opposite the ring, Joshua Franco.
Aquí nadie va a venir a querer infligir miedo. Aquí se siembran los hombres y se cosecha el respeto. Aquí se viene a triunfar o a dejar todo en el ruedo. Cuidado con las ofensas.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds in the bantamweight division. Introducing first, standing on my left and fighting out of the blue corner. He comes to Salt Lake City wearing the red, white, and blue trunks with heavy hands. His young professional record, 4 wins with just 1 loss, but 3 of those 4 victories have come by knockout. He weighed in at an even 116 pounds, and he's fighting tonight out of Palm Bay, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Sam Rodriguez. His opponent, standing up right and fighting out of the red corner, comes into the ring dressed in the black, trimmed in white and red. Made his Golden Boy debut in 2015, and tonight in Salt Lake City puts his undefeated record on the line. As a professional, his record perfect. 5 wins, no losses. 3 of those 5 wins coming by way of knockout. He too weighed in at fight time at an even 116 pounds. Fighting tonight out of San Antonio, Texas. Please welcome Joshua Franco. And once again, your referee in charge is Chet Fulmer.
Our referee in the squared circle, Chet Fulmer, offering final instructions here as we go for 6 bantamweight rounds, 3 minutes apiece. San Antonio, Texas, represented out of the red corner by Joshua Franco, and Palm Bay, Florida, Sam Rodriguez in the red, white, and blue Puerto Rico flag trunks. 5-0 record for Joshua Franco in the black. 4-1 for young Sam Rodriguez, who gives up about 4 inches in height to his opponent here. Once again, it's Rodriguez in the white and red, white, and blue, I should say, trunks. Joshua Franco sporting black trimmed with red and white. Both orthodox fighters here in the bantamweight division. Nice head movement there displayed by Franco to precede the jab. Another jab lands. The longer fighter here, Joshua Franco, will look to establish that jab early here in the fight, where Sam Rodriguez is going to have to find clever ways to close the distance, giving up the reach advantage. Interestingly enough, Sam Rodriguez did not start boxing until he was 19 years old. He's only been at it for 6 years, which obviously in the boxing world, where you've got guys with 60, 70 fights under their belts by the time they're 20, puts him at a serious disadvantage. So far accounting well for himself here as he takes control of the center of the ring. Nice uppercut lands there by Franco. And a body shot. Counter by Rodriguez. Rodriguez doing a nice job of slipping underneath the jab there. And another body shot lands for Franco. He goes to the right hand of the body this time. Uppercut, body shot, and another hook to the body there by Franco, but a nice response by Rodriguez as they trade punches here in the early goings around number 1. Franco doing an excellent job of really turning on those uppercuts and hooks, getting a lot of power out of a relatively quick punch. More arm punches coming from Sam Rodriguez here. Nice uppercut, just misses there by Franco. Rodriguez simply bulls his way off of the ropes there, getting himself out of a little bit of trouble, but finds more punches waiting for him in the center of the ring. Misses with that left hook. The jab lands for Franco. Just shy of the end of this first round. A nice counter right hand there by Rodriguez and some good head movement to close things out here at the end of round number 1. So as expected, Sam Rodriguez out of Palm Bay, Florida, doing his best to close distance on the taller opponent, Joshua Franco. If I'm judging, I think the first round of this bantamweight bout probably goes to Joshua Franco, who brings an undefeated record here and a lot more boxing experience into the ring. But excellent work by Sam Rodriguez as Tim Hughes joins me ringside at Charity Vision Fight Night. Great start to a bantamweight bout here, Tim.
Yeah. Oh, it is working.
It is working.
You know, this is a great night, and I love watching these little guys fight. They never disappoint, do they?
They never do.
All the energy, and it's always amazing to me the power that they can carry in a 116-pound body.
Well, yeah, I actually was commenting on the fact that Joshua Franco doing an excellent job of turning on those punches. He landed a couple really nice hooks to the body and one right hand that, despite being quick punches, looked like they had a lot of power to them.
He's one I know that De La Hoya has an eye on and a lot of promise for the future, bringing that 5-0 record here to Salt Lake City.
He'll look to establish his jab once again here in the early goings of round number 2 and search for that uppercut. But nice counters here by Sam Rodriguez with the head movement to close the distance. And Franco counters that head movement nicely by blocking with the shoulders. As a taller fighter, he has that advantage.
Good double jab there from Franco.
He's been using that to try and set up some of those body shots, and this is a much better accounting for himself in the early goings by Sam Rodriguez, who refuses to back up in round number 2.
I'm impressed with Franco's combinations, too. You'll see him throw 2 jabs and then immediately follow it up with a body shot.
Indeed, this brawling style appears to lend itself to success for Sam Rodriguez. Joshua Franco is going to need to get those feet moving and actually box this as that left hook lands.
Franco really doesn't have much of a choice but to try and get on the inside, but every time he tries to step in, Franco is punishing him for it.
There's a nice little 1-2 by Franco, and again searching for a nice liver shot there. One of those, maybe 2 of those landed in the first round. If you can get it going again through a 6-round bout, you'll see it start to pay dividends later on.
One of the fun things about Charity Vision Fight Night is you don't necessarily, oh, there's a couple of great shots to the head. And Rodriguez is rocked here.
Rodriguez in trouble. It was an uppercut and a hook combination that put him on silly street, but a nice counter right hook by Rodriguez. And here we are with a fight on our hands at Charity Vision.
Yeah, you love the heart of this Rodriguez kid. It looked like he was on his way down and then comes back with a big right hand that really got the attention of this crowd.
Tell you what, he saved himself with some excellent head movement, and there's another right hand scoring as Joshua Franco keeps himself a little bit too stationary moving forward.
Under a minute left in round 2 here, scheduled for 6. Looks like Rodriguez has recovered.
Body shot attempted there by, and another one by Franco. He really likes turning on that left hook to the liver. Nice uppercut there. Chet Fulmer is going to make sure he doesn't land that out of a clinch position, but excellent inside work here by both fighters.
He was smart to get off the ropes there, too, because Franco had him trapped. Gets it back to center ring here.
The lead uppercut attempt there by Franco, and here's a few more.
10 seconds left in the round.
That overhand right seems to be finding a home here for Sam Rodriguez. Uppercut hook combination, which is, of course, the same thing that Franco was able to land and hurt Sam Rodriguez earlier in the round.
Yeah, I started to say one of the fun things about a Charity Vision Fight Night is that you're dealing with a crowd that's not necessarily in tune with what it's like to be at a boxing event or any combat sport event. But one thing that everybody knows is when a guy gets rocked, you're supposed to go, ooh, and ah, and we had a little bit of that in that round.
Yeah, when you see the sweat misting off of a fighter's head because his neck snaps back so hard, everybody, even non-fight fans, can understand that. Excellent second round here. Josh Franco and Sam Rodriguez. San Antonio, Texas, represented by Josh Franco, as I mentioned earlier, and Palm Bay, Florida for Sam Rodriguez. Tim Hughes, Sean O'Connell ringside at Charity Vision Fight Night. number 2 here in Salt Lake City.
You know, as a boxer, when you get rocked like that, there's not really any place to go hide. When you're in the cage, as you well know, if you get rocked, you can take it to the ground and try and find a way to gain some time. But
Indeed. I was actually very impressed by Sam Rodriguez. His autopilot was just to start moving that head, and it got him out of some trouble.
so here we go with round number 3, halfway through this fight.
You saw the attempt there, that lunging overhand right by Sam Rodriguez, but Joshua Franco learned his lesson in round number 2, did not let it land.
There it is again. He just missed with the left hook.
You know, they call Franco the professor, and I asked him why as he was sitting there getting his hands taped with some spectacles on, looking very unassuming. And I tell you what, he is not the same. He's not as unassuming here in the ring. Nice punch lands there.
There again, Rodriguez, every once in a while, sneaks one of those in there.
That compact frame can generate a lot of power if you can get it in close.
Yeah, his upper body is ripped, and 3 of those 4 wins, although it's a young pro career, 3 of those 4 wins have come by knockout, so you know he's got the power.
Nice uppercut lands there by Franco. But the counter by Rodriguez gets him out of some trouble.
I still think Franco's getting the better of these exchanges, but that right hand comes out from Rodriguez.
Well, he's timing it well when he interrupts a combination by Franco, but that time Franco also landed a right hand on the way out. Excellent even bout here in Salt Lake City, Utah, between these 2 bantamweights.
Crowd is enjoying it as well. Just one of 5 great bouts tonight, and of course the main event tonight, Mario Lopez taking on Oscar De La Hoya.
I'm excited to see how spirited that one gets. There was some friendly banter going back and forth in the locker rooms earlier.
I guess they've sparred in the past. I didn't know that, but a little bit different between sparring and getting in here.
I suppose it is. Franco listening to his corner there. You heard him say jab, step back up, and that's exactly what happened a half second later.
Oh.
Nice thudding right hand lands there. It was shortened up by the movement of Sam Rodriguez, but it did indeed land.
Yeah, and sometimes those shots just behind the ear will do as much damage or more as one right on the button on the chin. He staggered for a second there, but seems to be okay.
You know what, Franco being the longer fighter is actually doing a great job of still scoring when Rodriguez is able to get his head against the chest there. Ooh, switching his southpaw there for a moment, and Franco experimenting with a straight left hand, just missed.
Bit of a slip there on the part of Rodriguez. Again, finds himself up against the ropes.
Jab lands for Rodriguez.
10 seconds left in the round.
Final flurry of action here from Franco as he tries to secure another round in the eyes of our judges.
What do you say, Railsford? You enjoying the action here
Excellent
tonight
fight
at Charity
here.
Vision Fight Night. In the next round, we're going to be going back after it. We've got some more T-shirts to give away. Charity Vision Fight Night T-shirts. So remember, the left side of the room cheering for the blue corner. Those of you behind me on the right side of the room cheering for the red corner. Let's get these guys going here. We will give the T-shirts away after this round, ladies. If we can wait until after this round, we'll give the T-shirts away in a moment. It's going to depend on the noise you make leading up to the closing bell of our next round. Coming up, Josh Romney also will step in the ring. We'll tell you more about the great auction items that are up for grabs here tonight.
Seconds out!
All right, Rail Center, make some noise. We're ready to go with our next round.
Charity Vision Fight Night 2 here from the Rail Event Center in Salt Lake City, Utah. Sitting ringside, I am Sean O'Connell. Our in-ring announcer doing double duty with me tonight, Mr. Tim Hughes.
Had to go give some T-shirts away.
It's all for a good cause.
It really is.
As the action here, less than friendly in the center of the ring. Both of these guys with some spirited exchanges here. And you can see why Oscar De La Hoya is very high on Mr. Josh Franco fighting out of San Antonio, Texas. Golden Boy Promotions has called him now 7 times, and we're being treated to another good performance tonight.
I'll tell you what, though, I'm impressed with Rodriguez. Obviously, he doesn't have the young career record that Franco does, but it looks like he's gaining a little more confidence here in this fourth round.
Yeah, he's figuring out the proper ways to close that distance without catching too much on the way in. And he found a home for that overhand right in earlier rounds. If he can get it going again, who knows what might happen. There it is, another attempt. You hear the corner of Josh Franco telling him to go ahead and work on the inside. That's just maybe due to the persistence of Sam Rodriguez. Josh Franco not able to maintain the distance that he wants, so he's going to have to get the work done.
Yeah, Rodriguez is presenting that opportunity, and Franco stepping out. His corner would like to see him do some work in there. And Rodriguez almost stepped into a big uppercut.
Yeah, he's been winging that thing in this bout, and if one connects, you might see a nice little stumble like we did earlier. Nice combination there, but an excellent counter by Sam Rodriguez, finding another spot for that right hand to land just shy of the chin. Here's the head movement again, but more of those landed than missed.
I'm sure Rodriguez's corner likes the head movement, but they would just as soon you had your gloves up there somewhere too.
Exactly. And this is where Rodriguez needs to score some points. When he's got Franco backed up and the distance closed for the shorter fighter, that's your opportunity. Franco circles back out to give himself some space. Couple body shots there by Rodriguez landing.
Franco with a good right hand behind the guard, a couple of them as a matter of fact in that exchange.
Interesting the way he's letting himself get backed up there against the ropes.
10 seconds again in this round.
There's an uppercut and another. Some nice winging punches landing there by Franco as he tries to score big before the end of this round.
All right, let's give some T-shirts away, ladies.
Scheduled for
Get
6
our ring
here in the
girls up
bantamweight
into the
division
ring.
in Salt Lake City.
Who wants a Fight Night T-shirt? You're gonna have to do better than that. Make some noise!
And here we go again, another round of bantamweight action here in Salt Lake City, Utah. Sam Rodriguez in the red, white, and blue trunks. Joshua Franco representing San Antonio, Texas, with an undefeated record in the black trunks. Nice right hand lands to open this round.
See if Rodriguez gets back to doing what he was doing in that third round, and that is, closing that distance and getting on the inside.
Nice switch uppercut landed there for Rodriguez. And a nice counter right hand uppercut combination once again at the end of a Josh Franco combination.
Kind of get a sense that that fourth round was a bit of a respite for both of these guys, and now they're sensing that this fight's getting close to the end, and so they picked up the action again.
And both fighters still with a serious chance to win this one, certainly far from being decided in those early rounds. Excellent head movement again by Sam Rodriguez. But Franco counters that with some of his own. 3 straight jabs missed for the older fighter, who gives up about 4 inches. And there's a flurry.
Again, I'm impressed with the head movement, but man, if you don't keep your guard up, one of these times you're going to lean the wrong way and walk right into one of those right hands.
You know, I don't even know what it's like to move my head that much. I just let my hands camp out on my ears and hope for the best. These little guys, it's crazy how much energy they expend moving around. But looks as if Josh Franco may have slowed down a little bit here about a minute and a half into this round.
Yeah, Rodriguez really is pushing the action, and maybe he senses that he's behind on the judges' scorecard. There's that double jab again, followed with the right hand.
Rodriguez has the tendency to absorb a few punches and then throw back immediately, but you saw at the end of both of those combinations, the response didn't come as quickly. And a nice right hand and then a left hook landing. But Josh Franco standing, the professor taking the punishment and dealing some out of his own.
Those punches were big enough to get the crowd's attention, but Franco seems totally unfazed by it.
Either he's got a great game face or an actual excellent chin, because there's a lot of power behind both of those. As much power as a 116-pound fighter can generate.
We've got Congresswoman Mia Love sitting ringside with us. Mitt Romney is over here, former governor of Utah, of course. Mike Leavitt is also with us ringside.
I see BYU head football coach Kalani Sitake in our crowd tonight, although I don't like to give BYU too much love, Tim.
Mitt Romney, of course, sitting ringside. Last year, I mentioned this at the beginning of the show, one of the great moments was former Governor Mike Leavitt coming out with his dress belt, because there was no championship belt to hold, and he was snapping it above his head, you know. And
it was an interesting spectacle for sure, but Mitt Romney stepping in with the former multiple-time world champion like Evander Holyfield, exhibition bout or not, takes a little bit of courage.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Feature bout later tonight, of course, another world champion, and Oscar De La Hoya, taking on Super Mario Lopez, who's a champion of his own right in the television world.
He's given me an official introduction, by the way, so
I love it.
Wait for it.
Sixth and final round here in bantamweight action at the Rail Event Center. In the red, white, and blue trunks, we have Sam Rodriguez. In the black, it is Josh Franco out of San Antonio, Texas, whose undefeated record is on the line. And what a punch by Sam Rodriguez.
But again, Franco just does not seem phased. And we know Rodriguez has knockout power from his career record.
Well, he's got 4 wins and 3 of those by KO, so he's definitely been able to put some fighters down. Josh Franco, to his own credit, also with 3 KOs. Both of these guys have exchanged some big power shots. And despite the stumble earlier from Sam Rodriguez, he was able to recover fully, and he's come on very strong late in this fight.
Oh!
Big overhand right there.
And almost caught him with the left hook. Our referee, Chet Fulmer, hasn't had to do a lot of work because these guys step back out and keep the action moving.
Yeah, they're both active on the inside, and that combination, excellent by Josh Franco. But Sam Rodriguez comes roaring back, again, absorbing that punishment, and as soon as he feels it let up, he fires a right hand of his own.
Yeah, when you see a barrage like that, although those punches are blocked, you know, sometimes you still feel that.
Well, you sneak one through, and every once in a while, those punches to the shoulders and the arms will wear you out a little bit. Both of these guys displaying the kind of cardio work they put in heading into this bout, because they've both been extremely active and neither appearing to slow down too much, although there was a brief sort of lull from Josh Franco in round number 5.
I wish our cameras could catch some of the reaction from Congresswoman Mia Love when the fighters go to that side of the ring. Everybody's dressed formally tonight, you know. They don't want anything on them.
She's got some head movement of her own, trying to dodge the flying sweat and potentially blood from this bout. Franco scoring with another combination there.
Boy, so far, I think this is Rodriguez's round. What that means in the final judge tallies, I don't know, but we're under a minute left here.
Nice right hand lands there by Rodriguez. That's maybe 4 or 5 power shots we've seen in the last 2 rounds, but Franco has been absorbing them nicely. You hear the 30-second warning from the corner. Both of these guys smelling an opportunity to steal a win. Franco switched to a southpaw stance there.
20 seconds left in the fight.
That could indicate maybe a busted up right hand or just simply a strategic shift. 10 seconds left in this sixth and final round of a bantamweight bout between Josh Franco and Sam Rodriguez. And what a treat that was for the fans here at Charity Vision Fight Night number 2 at the Rail Event Center in Salt Lake City. We'll go to the judges' scorecard to determine this bantamweight bout. Joshua Franco previously undefeated, but a strong performance by 4-1 Sam Rodriguez. Impressive action there late in the fight as Sam Rodriguez was able to start figuring out that distance and landing some power shots. I don't have an official punch counter, but I would venture a guess that Josh Franco landed more total punches in this bout. If you want to talk about power shots, significant strikes, however you term it, I think that Sam Rodriguez may have stolen that advantage with his final 2 rounds. Overall, a strong performance out of both individuals. And Sam Rodriguez giving up 4 inches in height and who knows how many in reach accounted extremely well for himself, despite the fact that he did not take up boxing until the age of 19. He looks to be very, very comfortable in the ring. Those of you tuning in around the world, we want to thank you. Golden Boy Promotions, putting on the Charity Vision Fight Night, restoring sight to impoverished people around the world. A noble cause, and the dignitaries have come out here in Salt Lake City, opened their pocketbooks and been very, very generous. And they've been treated and rewarded with a great bout here at Bantamweight. There's Congresswoman Mia Love. Tim Hughes stepping back inside the ring. I think he has the judges' official scorecards. We'll send it to him to make this bout official.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time, how about a big hand for both of these guys for stepping in here tonight? After 6 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. Judge Stoneman scores the bout 58-56. Judge Rich Montanez scores the bout 58-56. Judge Rochelle Montanez scores the bout 60-54. A unanimous decision for your winner, Josh Franco. Josh, step over here for a second. Step over here for a second. Now undefeated, still 6-0. That must feel good.
Yes, sir, it does.
How long have you been doing this? Since you were just a little guy?
Since I was 13, I started boxing.
13?
Yes, sir, 13 years old.
How did you get your connection with Golden Boy Promotions?
I had a team scouting me, and they scouted me, and showed Golden Boy a few videos of my amateur career, and they liked what they saw.
I know that at the end of a fight, it's hard to look forward to another fight, but at this stage of your career, you're probably anxious to get as much work in the ring as possible.
Yes, sir. I want to stay busy and keep building my ranking and my record up.
Well, congratulations on your performance tonight. It was fun to watch you.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still undefeated, Joshua Franco.
You could see Mario Lopez spying on his opponent for later tonight. It looked like he was coming out of Oscar De La Hoya's dressing room, maybe doing a little reconnaissance. I don't know if that's really in the spirit of tonight's charity bout, but Mario Lopez against a 10-time world champion probably needs all the help that he can get. Look at the Golden Boy there, still displaying that hand speed. Sometimes you just don't lose it. Very excited about that bout later on tonight. That'll be next after this. Charity Vision Fight Night number 2 in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Pero es bien difícil perder la vista. Yo no quisiera desearle a mi peor enemigo que pierdan la vista, porque el ojo es lo más sagrado que hay. Ni todo el oro del mundo cambiaría.
Sight is considered one of our most critical and valuable senses. Our eyes provide us a window through which we view the world. For over 39 million people on the planet, blindness is a reality. Day after day, they are surrounded by darkness, unable to care for their families or even themselves.
Yo me llamo Valentín Conde Guzmán, tengo mis 41 años. Vivo en mi hogar, tengo mis hijos y lo cual he perdido la vista francamente. No puedo hacer nada, ni ayudar a mi esposa, nada, soy un inútil. Veo cómo ellos sufren, entonces yo me siento a veces impotente al ver no poder hacer nada.
Ya no he podido mantenerme aquí como teníamos más antes. Entonces, yo soy ingeniero, estoy trabajando. Ahorita trabajo, ya no me alcanza aquí. Ya no me alcanza ese dinero para hacer la operación, me dice, hazte operar y yo no puedo de dónde sacar dinero. Tanto debes para mis hijos, apenas alcanzo a mantener.
La labor que se viene realizando por Charity Vision es inmensa. Estas personas no pueden recibir o poder pagar algo por un servicio así, porque apenas tienen para comer. Entonces, Charity Vision nos da la opción de llegar a estas personas que están postradas, además de la pobreza, en la ceguera. Cuando estas personas reciben este tipo de ayuda y vuelven a ver, qué maravilla, cómo sonríen, cómo vuelven a ser lo que deben ser. Vuelven a ser productivos y solamente ellos pueden decir la felicidad que tienen cuando estos recobran la vista. ¿Es mi gorro? ¿Qué color es mi gorro? Pero ves mi mano, ¿no? ¿Cuántos dedos? ¿Cuántos?
¿Cómo está pues? Yo quería conocerlo. Esta mañana me preguntó temprano por ustedes. Sí, mira, yo pensé, había sido pues, conmigo, yo pensé que era, no. Ustedes se me están.
To look at an individual and see the joy that we can so easily bring into their life is amazing. 80% of all blindness can be cured. It's only a matter of how devoted we are to making it happen. We have at our fingertips the ability to bring hope and sustainability back to families and communities around the world. Let's bring them this invaluable gift.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, amazing work happening all over the world because of your generous contributions, large and small. Last year, $1 million raised from this event and 40,000 surgeries performed to restore sight. To learn more about Charity Vision, please allow me to introduce the president of Charity Vision, who unfortunately had his amateur basketball career cut short by an Achilles injury. So he's going to stay in the back of the ring to lean on that rope, but please welcome Josh Romney.
Thank you, Tim. And I want to thank all of you for coming out. It's such a fun night for me to have so many friends, so many people who are willing to support such a great cause. I do want to mention a few people that we have here, some dignitaries we have here. I want to recognize Senator Cotton of Arkansas, Congressman Stewart, Congresswoman Love, Attorney General Reyes, Speaker Hughes, former Governor Leavitt, and former Governor Mitt Romney. So let's give them a round of applause. I want to recognize some of our major sponsors, the Sorensen Legacy Foundation, as well as SealFit, who've made incredibly generous contributions to the fight night. And I want to talk about this event that's going on tonight. You can't imagine the work it takes to put this together. You can't imagine how many hours we've spent in a room organizing and reaching out to so many people who have volunteered so much time. I do want to recognize our Fight Night committee and have them take a stand as I read their names. Anthony Stauffer, Ashley England, Brian Henderson, Christy Summers, Dave Barlow, Hannah Dudley, Kevin Daniels, Mike Deaver, Rich Bennett, Ridley Hainred, Scott Bowler, Taylor Levitt, Tracy Jackson, Travis Jones, Doug Jackson. These are the real heroes of tonight who've worked so hard to put this together. So let's put your hands together for this group. Thank you. I do want to make sure that you all have had opportunity to register on gesture.com. Hopefully you guys have all figured that out. If you haven't, talk to the guy next to you. Almost everyone in the room is registered. But this is an incredible way to not only bid on the silent auction items, but also just to make a donation to the charity. So we'd really encourage you all to make sure you're registered and your credit card's entered on gesture.com. Some of the incredible silent auction items, if you haven't noticed yet, we've got signed jerseys from Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. Now these are selling separately, and as a huge Tom Brady fan, I encourage you to let that one price a little higher than Peyton Manning. So let's all the Patriots fans out there, please support me on that. We've got Utah Jazz tickets with Craig Bolerjack experience. You go down before the game, spend time with him. A week-long stay at the Deer Valley Resort. There's all sorts of fun and fantastic silent auction items. Please make a contribution to silent auction items. I do want to turn your attention to the screen for just a minute. If you guys could just pay attention for 1 minute. We sent one of our videographers, Nate Sorensen, who volunteered a week of his time to go to India to visit one of our clinics. I'd love for you to see what we do in India. We're in 25 countries, but I'd love for you just to take a look at what we're doing in India as we turn on the clip here from Nate Sorensen.
Arriving in Bihar is a surreal experience. Among the vibrant sights, sounds, and smells of this vast, dry region in northeastern India, you will find hundreds of thousands who suffer needlessly from blindness. And in our efforts to help even a portion of the 99 million that call this place home, the overwhelming thought that inevitably crosses the mind is whether we can really make a difference here.
As a young married woman, I always dreamt of who my children would be. What would they look like? Who would they become? When all 3 of my children were born blind, those dreams seemed hopeless. Raising them has not been easy for me or for them. Because of their blindness, options are very limited. I see the other children in the village laughing, playing, and going to school. It's painful knowing that there's nothing I can do to give that to my own children. I never thought that there was any possibility that my children would be cured. So watching them truly open their eyes for the first time was something I'll never forget.
Though there are hundreds of thousands who are still waiting for our help, seeing the impact we can have on even one family makes it crystal clear. We are making a difference, person by person, family by family. Because of Charity Vision's efforts in hand with local doctors, Asa's children now have a brand new future to learn, grow, play, and enjoy their own incredible world.
One of the highlights of my life is every year I take a trip with Charity Vision, and I take one of my children with me to see the operations we're doing in these third world countries. I will tell you, there is no experience that you will have in this world of seeing someone who's blind come out of a surgery and see for the first time, sometimes ever. That gift is a gift that we can make for such a small amount of money. For every $25 we raise tonight, someone in the world will see who is blind today. That is a miracle. With advances in technology and with incredible partners that we have, we're able to make that a dream, a possibility for such a small amount of money. As I take my children around and we see people and meet people who are blind, you just can't fathom that a surgery so simple can cure it. These are people with no hope. These are people who are a burden on their families, on their community, who, with a 10-minute surgery, we completely change their lives. There's nothing, there's no way in this world to make such a big difference for such a small amount of money. So I encourage all of you, I'd love all of you right now to take your phones out, if you don't mind. Take your phones out and make at least a $25 donation to Charity Vision. You can go on the Gesture website. In fact, you all just got a text. I just felt my phone buzz. You all just got a text, and you have the opportunity to make a $25, $50, $100, or $1,000 donation. I'd love each of you to spend just 30 seconds. Think of, $25. What is that to us? It's sight to someone in the world. And I encourage each of you to make that contribution. I will tell you, there's nothing that's impacted me as much as seeing someone go from blind to sight. And I want each of you to be able to have that experience. We'll email you pictures. We'll email you experiences, so you can experience this firsthand. It is truly a miracle. And I will say we've changed a lot of lives around the world, but the life that's had the greatest impact on is my own. It has changed me for a better person. It's made me recognize what's important in life, and it is important to serve others. So thank you all for taking a minute just to make a contribution. I do want to have a couple of fun updates. One is that as of right now, we've raised $750,000. We're well on our way to raise $1 million. We plan to do it tonight. We've got a lot of silent auction items, so please go on and look at the silent auction items, make donations. We will reach $1 million by the end of the night. One other exciting bit of news we just found out is that this event is being live streamed on Facebook right now on the Golden Boy Productions Facebook stream. We have over 1 million people watching this stream right now. So So hopefully those watching at home will make a contribution as well. They can go to charityvision.net and make that contribution. Thank you.
How about a hand for Josh Romney? This won't be the prettiest ring exit you've ever seen in your life right here, but so it goes when you just had Achilles surgery. If I could have everyone's attention for just a moment, please. We're going to ask you to be quiet here for just a moment. Earlier this month, Muhammad Ali passed away at the age of 74. Cassius Marcellus Clay. He won the gold at the 1960 Games in Rome, shocked the world in '64 with a win over Sonny Liston in Miami Beach at the age of 22, and the story goes that the promoter was so concerned about Cassius Clay's health that he changed the venue to be close to a local hospital just in case. He was 31-0 when he met defeat for the first time against Joe Frazier. Went on to amass a career record of 56-5, one of the most colorful, charismatic, and controversial figures of the 20th century, but nobody doubted his ability inside the ring. The Louisville Lip gave us such gems as Dance Like a Butterfly and Sting Like a Bee. Or one of my favorites, I've wrestled with alligators, I've tussled with a whale, I done handcuffed lightning and thrown thunder in jail. You know I'm bad. Just last week I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean I made medicine sick. I've had the pleasure of announcing 4 different Olympic Games, beginning here in Salt Lake City in 2002 because of the work of the great Mitt Romney and his team. And I will always be grateful for how that changed my life. One of my favorite Olympic moments, which I was not a part of, but I think we all saw and remember, will always be the surprise of Muhammad Ali in 1996, given the honor of carrying the torch up those steps to once again light the Olympic flame, which we will do again this summer in Rio. Parkinson's sapped his strength and slowed his step, but I think all of America collectively held our breath until he made those last few feet to the cauldron. Parkinson's would, in the end, be Ali's toughest battle. But that fight came to an end on June 3rd, and as one of the speakers said at his funeral services just a couple of days ago, on that scorecard, the decision is in, and all judges agree that Muhammad Ali was a winner. And so are we, the rest of us in this world, for the contributions that he gave. When a champion passes in the sport of boxing, it is a tradition to give a one last final standing 10 count. So if you would please stand for a moment of silence, we will give the champion, Muhammad Ali, that boxing honor tonight for Fight Night. Thank you. And if you'd remain standing, please welcome to the ring a contestant on American Idol Season 15 and a Utah native from Orem, Utah, here to perform our national anthem is Jen Blossel.
You're going to want to go up there and hold the ropes open.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming? whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you.
Jen Blosso. And now the moment the world has been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. Time for your main event of the evening. But first, we need to get them out to the Charity Vision ring. So please, welcome Mario Lopez.
Yo quiero aventarme un tiro con el negro, con el rojo y con el giro. En este corral yo mando, no se metan con lo mío.
And ladies and gentlemen, here comes the Golden Boy, Oscar de la Hoya.
Yo sé bien que estoy afuera, pero el día que yo me muera, sé que tendrás que llorar. Dirás que no me quisiste, que más estar me fuiste, y así te me vas a quedar. Con dinero y sin dinero, yo hago siempre lo que quiero.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening. We're scheduled for 3 1.5-minute rounds. This bout sanctioned by the Pete Suazo Utah State Athletic Commission in association with Golden Boy Promotions. Introducing first, standing on my left and fighting out of the blue corner. No stranger to the spotlight in a career spanning 3 decades, setting a record for being saved by the bell 87 times in 4 years. Known for his fancy footwork, he's danced with some of the biggest stars and also brings a little extra with him when he steps in the ring. His record, perfect. Fighting out of Chula Vista, California, ladies and gentlemen, the undisputed television champion of the world, Super Mario Lopez. Here now is his opponent standing on my right and fighting out of the red corner. He brought home the gold from the 92 Barcelona Olympics. He was Ring Magazine Fighter of the Year in 1995 and 96, and their top pound-for-pound fighter in the world at 97 and 98. His professional career, 39 wins with 6 losses, 30 of those 39 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of East LA, California, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the 10-time world champion in 6 different weight classes, the Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya. And once again, your referee is Chet Fulmer.
Instructions back in the dressing room. Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my command. Is there any questions from the blue? Any questions from the red? All right, touch gloves. Good luck.
Well, it doesn't get any bigger than this. All of you watching around the world, Golden Boy Promotions proud to present Charity Fight Night number 2, the main event of the evening. Oscar De La Hoya, the Golden Boy himself, against the debutante here in the squared circle, Super Mario Lopez. And what a bout we have in store for you. I tell you what, the former teen and child acting star turned show host turned Dancing with the Stars master is really going out on a limb here, taking on Oscar De La Hoya, whose accomplishments are myriad. He beat 20 world champions during his career, and whether it's an exhibition bout or not, to step in with a boxer of this caliber is absolutely incredible. Fancy footwork from Oscar De La Hoya here, but Mario Lopez clearly no stranger to being inside the ring. First of all, look at those cut-up shoulders. But more importantly, looks pretty comfortable. That's not a bad jab. The body work is not completely foreign to Mario Lopez. That straight right almost landed on Oscar De La Hoya. The Golden Boy pacing himself here. You know, between the two of them, these men have, well, 7 world championships. 10 times, Oscar De La Hoya, world champion. 7 different weight classes between the two of them. Nice inside work here. Only 10 seconds left in this 90-second round. And Mario Lopez trying to steal the round from Oscar De La Hoya. That'll do it for round number 1 here in our main event. The Golden Boy in Salt Lake City, Utah at the Rail Event Center for Charity Vision Fight Night number 2. Last year, it was the former world champ, Evander Holyfield. This year, it's the Golden Boy himself, Oscar De La Hoya, the pride of East LA. And Mario Lopez maybe sitting in that corner, wondering if he bit off more than he could chew, but he accounted well for himself in round number 1. Tonight's event will benefit people around the world. Charity Vision has donated over 70,000 pairs of glasses. If you're watching on Facebook worldwide, we're looking for $1 million donated tonight just from this event. And let's be honest, it's all about this, the main event of the evening. Mario Lopez in the red trunks, Oscar De La Hoya showing his pride for his Mexican and American heritage with the flags of both countries on his trunks. Mario Lopez seizing the center of the boxing ring here. Can De La Hoya answer? A body shot from De La Hoya. Leaves the head hanging out there, trying to bait Lopez into a lunging punch. Nice jab lands there for De La Hoya. And a straight right to answer for Mario Lopez. Mario backs De La Hoya into the corner. Can the former champ get off the ropes? Body work here. And a nice little uppercut lands there for Mario Lopez. The host of Extra is no foreigner to the inside of a boxing ring. Clearly he's put in the work. Being goaded on by the golden boy himself, De La Hoya, telling Mario Lopez to bring some more. The energy here in this Rail Event Center is fantastic as these two men put on a nice spirited sparring match for the gathered crowd. Chet Fulmer might have to step in to break this up. 10 seconds left here in round number 2 of our main event, and De La Hoya lands a couple nice punches there. I tell you what, folks, we might have an upset brewing. Mario Lopez putting in the work in round number 2. And De La Hoya sits down on the stool looking a little bit winded. Again, if you're just tuning in, Charity Vision Fight Night presented by Golden Boy Promotions. It's been an excellent event so far. We had a nice undercard with some rising pro prospects, a couple of guys that Oscar De La Hoya himself is kind of tagged as the next big thing in sports. We've got over 1 million viewers worldwide on the Golden Boy Promotions Facebook stream, and we're trying to raise money for Charity Vision, an unbelievable cause that former Massachusetts governor and presidential candidate Mitt Romney, 5-time heavyweight champion Evander Holyfield, Oscar De La Hoya, Mario Lopez, all of these people have gotten behind for great reason. 42,000 surgeries performed so far to restore sight to those around the world who could not afford the surgery otherwise. Round number 3 gets underway with a jab from De La Hoya and an answer from Mario Lopez trying to feel things out here. Lopez in the red trunks, De La Hoya in the American and Mexican flag trunks. Body shot lands there. And oh, here comes Oscar back with a jab. He didn't like that body shot. And another, getting a little bit more spirited, and the crowd loves it at the Rail Event Center. The nice flurry there by De La Hoya. 39 victories in his decorated boxing career. 30 of those came by KO. Can Lopez avoid that here tonight at the Rail Event Center? He backs the Golden Boy into the corner. And we've got something a brewing here on the outside of the ring. I don't know what's happening, but I'm trying to stay focused on what unfolds. A nice jab and a hook there lands for Mario Lopez. De La Hoya registers that one. Again, if you're as handsome as both of these gentlemen, you've got to wear headgear. What's this? We've got a little bit of confusion here in the ring. In round, some coaching from a luchador. What? I believe Mario Lopez just tagged somebody in. Oh dear. Charity Fight Night 2 has devolved. This is no longer boxing. Los luchadores inside of the squared circle right now. Where'd Mario Lopez? Oh! Lopez and De La Hoya are leaving the ring. Well, folks, I don't know what to tell you if you're tuning in around the world, except for that this acrobatic display is not what I was expecting. Referee Chet Fulmer, from one of America and especially Utah's great boxing families, looks just as confused as I am. I guess that's the end of round number 3. We'll send it into Tim Hughes as he tries to make sense of what's going on in this contest. Chet Fulmer's having a hard time.
Well, I have to be honest with you, this is a first for me. We've got the luchadors, so let me just tell you, I got to get my glasses for this. Let me just tell you a little background on these guys. And when I give you the cue, you boo for the bad guy, you cheer for the good guy. This is how this works. Under the watchful instruction of his grandfather, Oraculo was trained in the art of lucha libre. When Oraculo put on his luchador mask for the first time, a brilliant white light emanated from the mysterious symbol stitched into the forehead, and he felt a powerful energy course through every fiber of his body. As I once was, you are now, Oraculo. Surrender to the will of the universe. Become yourself, urged his grandfather. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where you boo, Oraculo! You got to cheer for this guy or I'm in trouble in here. The cowardly man who would become the fearsome Serpentinko spent most of his life as a petty thief and grave robber. After escaping from prison and becoming lost in a desert, Serpentinko encountered a dying man who told him an incredible story. A cursed Aztec amulet, decorated with the image of a serpent, had brought the old man wealth and good fortune, but at a terrible cost. Serpentinko stole the amulet, then collapsed to the sand and fell into a deep sleep. When he awoke, he was shocked to see that his body had grown much taller. He was a little guy and had the large muscular build of the great Aztec warriors. He made the decision to test his new powers by becoming a luchador. Ladies and gentlemen, Serpentinko!
Well, I guess we're back at it here at Charity Vision Fight Night. Oraculo in the purple tights, for lack of a better descriptive term. Serpentico in the black tights. Serpentico offering a handshake of peace. It is a Charity Vision Fight Night. It's all for the kids. It's to raise money for a good cause. Maybe we could end this in nonviolence. Maybe not. And that is the hardest hit we've heard all night, despite 3 pretty spirited boxing bouts before this one. Serpentico, he's not a nice person, clearly. You want some water? You all right? And yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is former Massachusetts Governor and presidential candidate Mitt Romney exploring, I guess it would be a third or fourth career as champion luchador here at Charity Vision Fight Night number 2. You know, last year it didn't end quite so well for Mitt as he took on Evander Holyfield in the charity boxing match. He exits the squared circle tonight victorious. The last man standing in a group of not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 luchadors. He, of course, being the 5th. I've never seen anything like it. I don't know if I ever will again. What a finish to Charity Vision Fight Night number 2 at the Rail Event Center in Salt Lake City, Utah. We'd like to thank all of you who tuned in around the world on Golden Boy Promotions Facebook page. That was an incredible bout. It didn't end the way I thought it would. I thought we had an exhibition boxing match going on, and we'd have a little bit of Oscar de la Hoya, a little bit of Mario Lopez, and that would be the end of it. Instead, we're all surprised by a wrestling match, Mitt Romney making an appearance, and the night's still not over here. Our in-ring announcer, Tim Hughes, will climb into the squared circle, try and restore order to the Rail Event Center here.
Well, I told you we'd have a few surprises. You know, we've still got one fight left on this card. But I don't know about you. I want to see Mitt back in that outfit. Help me bring him back to the ring, all three. Mario Lopez, Oscar de la Hoya, and Mitt Romney.
One of these things ain't like the other, I'll tell you that. You guys, what about these guys carried out? Was that not extraordinary? Wow, these guys were going at it. Whoa, Mario, we didn't know you had it in you. What was it like out there?
Let me tell you something. It was a real honor and treat to be in the ring with this guy who's a living legend, and he's always been a great friend, but he's an even better person to lend his time. Flew all the way across the country from Florida. He was at business to be here for your event to help raise awareness and raise money. So the fact that I got to be a part of it and we continue to take it to another level means a lot. So thank you for having us both.
Mario, thank you, Mario. What a champ. And to the champ himself, this has got to be quite a night. I mean, this is not like anything you've ever done before, but to all of us, it makes such a difference. There are, as Josh said earlier, 40,000 people got sight last year because of this charity and because of the people in this room who've contributed to it, and we're going to do the same thing again this year. Thanks to you, champ. Again, love this country, love what you guys represent. Champ, what was it like fighting this guy? I mean, what do you think? He's still pretty. What do you think?
I knew he trained boxing and he works out every day, but this guy's good. He is good. I'm glad he wasn't around when I was fighting. But look, when Mario asked me and if I can do this, and when he mentioned it was for this great cause and you were behind it, and it was a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer because you're doing such wonderful things, and with Miss Robney, obviously, she's just incredible. Where is she at? Amazing, incredible. So for me, this was a pleasure. This, like I said, my first time in the ring in 6 years. I better start training because I got tired in the first round. You guys have a great night. There's still one fight left. It's a wonderful cause, and you're amazing. So thank you very much.
Thank you, champ. Appreciate you being here. Mario, a great extra tonight. Thanks, you guys. One more fight. Give these guys a big round of applause.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to that last fight of the night, we got a little work to do for Charity Vision. This is where we ask you, of course, to not only loosen the purse strings, but loosen the tie a little bit. I know you're having some fun tonight. How about Charity Fight Night? As we did last year, I'm not even going to attempt to be a professional auctioneer, but I am going to bring one up into the ring. So I think Rob Olson is right here somewhere, is it? Yep. Please give a big hand to our auctioneer tonight, Rob Olson.
Hey, good evening. How are ya? I gotta ask you one more time. How you doing? There's Mike. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. All right, we're ready. It's a pleasure to be here. We've got about 10 auction items, and they are fantastic. I want you to know that. They're in your program. We're going to announce these. You're also going to see some of this video up on screen. We're going to sell very, very quickly, all right? We're not going to drag this out. We have 10 items. We want to be less than 15 minutes. How's that? Then we'll get to that last fight. I want to introduce my crew tonight. By the way, this is our 40th year in business. We're a third-generation auction family. I'll start with Cynthia. Where are you? She's right here. Cynthia's right here. Give her a round of applause, my wife. We will go with Robert, third-generation auctioneer. David's right here. Mary Beth is right here. And she won't tell you this. She's also a backup singer for Madonna. Give her a hand, all right? All righty. How'd you like that, Mike? Hey, we're ready to go. The first item up tonight, by the way, if you're the winning bidder, we're going to ask that you just hold your hand up. So we have Gesture here tonight, and we have about another 16 spotters. We have 4 professional bid assistants and about 16 spotters. So keep those bid cards handy in your hand. You'll have to just hold that up so we can see your bid. I've got to look around, but I have a lot of eyes watching you. Yeah. How about you just wave your hand at me? Can you do that? Everybody wave their hand. Everybody wave your hand so I can see it. Everybody wave your hand. That's the way to bid. Or you can yell it out. Or you can just get one of our bid assistants' attention. All right, first item up for bid. Keith Urban VIP tickets. All righty. Join the Kiwi Cowboy, Keith Urban, with 2 VIP tickets to his Salt Lake show in July 2016. Get to know country's brightest star even better in a personal meet and greet that evening. You'll hardly be able to wait till summer comes around. Donated by Becky. We are glad. Let's have a sale. We're ready to go. Here we go. And how much? 2 VIP tickets. Do we have 500? Do we have 500 to go to Monica 5? To Monica 5. Do we have 500? How about 250? Do we have 2.5? To Monica 250. Do we have 2.5? Thank you. 250. You betcha. Now 3. 2.5 to go to Monica 3. 300. 4 now. 400. Thank you, Robert. Now 5. Hey, 500 with David. 5 to go to Monica 6. 500 to go to Monica 6. Where? We're 5 to go to Monica 6. We're 5 to go to Monica 6. Bid again, it's kind of fun. We're at 500, do we have 6? 5 to go, yep, 6 up top, thank you, we got you. 600 up top, Mary, now 7. Hey, 6, yep, 7 up top, thank you, 8. Hey, 7 to go and 8 to Byron, 7 to go to Monica. 800 with David, now up top at 9. 8 to go to Monica 9. You can get even if you say 9. We're at 800 to go to Monica 9. We're 8 to go to Monica 9. We're 8 to go to Monica 9. Anyone else at 900? Thank you with Mary. 1,000. 900 to go and 1,000 where? 900 to go. You're out, David. Do we have $1,000? I got to tell you about it. Looks good on a check. Do we have 1,000? We're at 900 to go to Monica 1,000 where? We're at 900 to go. Anybody else at 1,000? We're at 9 to go to Monica 1,000 where? 9 to go to Monica 1,000 where? 9 to go to Monica 1,000. Anyone else at 1,000? Please. We're at 9 to go to Monica 1,000 where? We're 9 to go to Monica 1,000 where? Yep, 1,000. Thank you. Hey, $1,000. Front row. 11 now. 1,000 to go to Monica 11. 1,000 bid to Monica 11 where? What does he say, Mary? Try it again. Do we have 11? We're at 1,000 bid to Monica 11. Hey, 12 now. 11 to go to Monica 12 or 11 to go to Monica 12. 11 bid to Monica 12 where? 11, your turn. Monica 12. 11 bid to Monica 12 or 11 bid to Monica 12. That whole row can cheer him on. Do we have 12? We're at 11 bid to Monica 12. Anyone else at $1,200 for 11 to go to Monica 12 or 11 to do it quick? Do we have 12? We're 11 bid to Monica 12. Mary? Too late. You got it up top. 1,100. Congratulations. Hold your hand up if you would. Hold your hand up. Thank you. We're going to have them come right out to you. All right? Up top. 1,100. Thanks. Okay, we're going to go to item number 2. Item number 2. We're going quickly now. Let's get organized. All right, we got a Grand Cayman stay. Grand Cayman. Want to swim with stingrays as part of a Grand Cayman experience. Enjoy a week-long stay in a beachfront home that sleeps 7. Access to a private beach, a private dock, and the vacation of your dreams. Available during the months of September, October, or November. All right, donated by the Ronies. Let's have some fun. We're going to Grand Cayman. Are you thinking 1,000? Start me out. Are you thinking $1,000? Yes, thank you. 1,000, 15. Hey, 15, 2,000. 15 to go to Monica, 2,000 now. We're at, yep, 2,000. 2,000, we got you. Thank you. 25. 2 to go to Monica, 25. Hey, 2,000 bid to Monica, 25. We're at 2 to go. Are you thinking 2,500? Hey, 2,500 with David. Do we have 3? We're at 25 to go to Monica, 3,000 now. We're at 25. How about 27.50? We're at 25 to go to Monica. Yes, 27.5. 27.5. Thank you, David. 3,000 now. We're at 27. Mary, you're out. Do we have 3,000? We're at 27.5 to Monica 3. 27.50 bid. Yes, 3,000. Thank you. Front row. 32.5. 3 to go to Monica. 32.5 with Cynthia at 3,000. 32.5, 35, back to you, 32.5, yep, 35, 37.5, David, 35 to go to Monica, 37.5, yes, 37.5, new bidder, gotcha, 37.5, that's the way to do it, nudger. Do we have 4,000? We're at 30, yes, 4,000. Thank you very much, 4,000, 42.5, 4 to go to Monica, 2.5, 4,000, bid to Monica, 2.5, we're at 4 to go to Monica, 2.5, do it quick. Do we have 2.5, 4 to go to Monica, 2.5 for 4,000 bid? Do we have, yes, 42.5, hey, 45, 42.5 to Monica, 45, yes or no, we're 42.5. Are we through at 4, yes, 45, hey, 47.5, 45 to go to Monica. Hey, remember every bid where it's going tonight, charity vision, we're at 45, 47.5, 45 to go to Monica, 47.5, we're at 45. Anyone else? At 47.50, we're at 4,500 to go to Monica, 47.5, 47.5. Yes, do it this way. We're at 47.5. 5,000 looks good on a check. We're at 47.5 to Monica 5, 47.5 to Monica 5, 47. Don't quit on me now. It's this way. Keep her happy. You take a look at her. We're at 47.5 to Monica. You ask her. We're at 47.5 to Monica 5 or 47.5 to Monica 5. I'm with Robert, 47.5. Thank you for bidding, Robert. Congratulations. 4,750. Give him a hand right there. All right, next item, and this has been enhanced. Monday Night Football. Are you ready for some football? Yeah, you bet. Join former San Francisco 49ers quarterback Steve Young for a 2016 Monday Night Football game. The Hall of Famer is offering 4 tickets for the Denver Broncos Houston Texans game with the potential to trade for a different Monday Night Football game if it suits you. You'll also enjoy 4 field passes so you can visit Steve on the pre or post game set. You'll have the opportunity to take photos with Steve and he'll autograph any memorabilia you bring along. How awesome is that? Also, we want to mention this does include 4 American Airline vouchers, all right? Donated by the Forever Young Foundation. Let's go watch some football. Do we have 1,000? Do we have $1,000? All over. Thank you. 1,000, 15. Hey, $1,000 bid, 15,000. Yeah, you bet. 2,000, 15 to go. You got them all, Robert. Do we have 2? 2,000 with Cynthia. 25. 2 to go. Do we make it 25? Do we have 20? Yes, up top. 25. Thank you for the bid. 25. 3,000. We got you. Mary, nice job. 3,000. Hey, 35. 3 to go. Yeah, 35. Down front. 35. 4,000. We're at 35 to go. Bid at a 4. Where? 35 to go. Do we make a 4? Remember, it's only money. Yes, 4,000 up top. Thank you, Robert. 45. Hey, 4 to go, bid at a 45. 4 to go, do you want to get 45? 4,000, bid, you want to get 45. Anyone else at 4,500? We're going to watch some football. Yes, 45. You betcha. We got you. Thanks. 45. 5,000 now. We're at 45. Yes, 5,000. Didn't bat an eye. Do we have 55? Hey, 5 to go. Do you want to get 55? We're at 55. You bet. 6,000. Hey, 55 to go. Do you want to get 6? 55 bid up top. 6,000. 65. Hey, 6 to go. Do you want to get 65? We're at 6,000 bid. Try it again. 65. 6,000 bid. Do you want to get 65? 65. Thank you. 7,000. 65. Your turn. Do we have 7? 65 to go. Do you want to get 7 now? Anyone else at 7,000? We're at 65 here. Do you want to get 7? Do you want to get 7? We're at 65 bid. Do you want to get 7? Do you want to get 7? Mike, keep her happy. 7,000, thank you. 75, 7 bid. New bidder. Do we have 75? 7 to go. Do you want to get 75? 7 bid. Do you want to get 75? We're at 7,000 here. Do you want to get 75? Yes or no? Do we have 75? Yep, 75. Off the hook. Do we have 8,000? We're at 75 to go. Do you want to go 8? 75 bid. Do you want to go 8,000 now? We're at 75. Are we having fun? Yeah, you bet. 75. Do we have 8,000? We're at 75 to go. You're out. 77.50. He's been to auctions before. 8,000. 8,000, 82 and a half, 8 to go. I'm here all night. 8,000 up top, 82 and a half, 8 to go. Do you want to go 82 and a half? 8,000, do you want to go 82 and a half? Anyone else at 82.50? We're at 8,000 to go. Do you want to go 82 and a half? Up top, you got it. $8,000. Congrats. Give him a hand. All right, let's go to New York. Let's go to New York. New York, state of mind. Enjoy a luxurious stay. A full week in a stunning New York penthouse. 5 two-door City Place, Spider-Man, The Avengers, and The Godfather 2 were filmed there. Located in Tudor City, the first residential skyscraper complex in the world, this penthouse boasts 20-foot ceilings, stunning river and cityscape views of the Chrysler and Empire State Buildings, and 3 terraces, so have some fun. This package is exclusively for adults. Sleeps up to 8 comfortably and includes 2 JetBlue flight vouchers to get you there and back. Available on a mutual agreed upon date. All right, let's have some fun. Donated by Gordon Bowen. Thank you very much. By the way, how many here have been to New York? How many have been to New York? All right, congratulations. Just a trick to get you to raise your hand. Hey, let's sell that. Ready to go. Do we have 1,000? We're going to New York. $1,000 all over. 15, 15, 2,000, 2,000, 25, 25, 3,000, 3,000. How about 35? 3 to go. Do you want to get 35? 3, yes, 35. Do we have it? 35. Thank you in the back. 35, 4,000. Gotcha. 35, 4,000 now. We're at 35 to go. Do you want to get 4? 35, bid. Do you want to get 4,000 where? We're at 35 to go. Do you want to get 4? 30. Yes, 4,000. All right. That's buyer's corner. 4,000 bid. Do you want to get 45? 4 to go. Do you want to get 45? Yes, do we have 45? 45, thank you, Cynthia. Now 5,000. We're at 45 to go. Do you want to get 5? Do you want to get 5? Do you want to get 5? 45 is bid. Do you want to get? You're out. Come on, try it again. Do we have 5,000? Yes, keep her happy. Up top, 5,000. We got you. 55. Hey, 5 to go, bid at a 55. 5 to go. Anyone else at 55? What do you say? We're at 5,000. Going to New York for a week. Do we have? Yes, 55. Is that a hand, Cynthia? We're 55. You betcha. 6,000. Hey, 55 to go. Do you want to get 6? Yes, 6. 65, 6 to go, do you want to get 65, 6 to go, do you want to get 65? Anyone else at 6,500? We're at 6,000, do we have 65? What do you say? Yes, 65, 7, 65 to go, don't quit on me, do we have 7? 65 to go, do you want to get 7 where? 65 to go, 7,000, yep. Hey, 75, 7 to go, you want to get 75, 7 bid, you want to get 75? Try it again, do we have 75, yes or no? Do you want to get, nudger, yay, 75. It's kind of fun to spend money. How about 8,000? We're at 75 to go. Do you want to go 8? Anyone else at 8,000? We're at 75 bid. Do you want to go 8? 75 bid. Do you want to go 8,000 now? We're at 7. Chris, you need this. We're at 75. Where's Mike? Do we have 8? 75 to go. Do you want to go 8? We're 75 to go. Do you want to go 8? Anyone else at 8,000? Oh, 8,000. 85. 8 to go. Do you want to go 85? You're out. Do we have 85? 8 to go. Do you want to go 85? Anyone else want to go 85? 8,000 bid. Yes or no? Do we have 85? We're going to New York to have some fun. We're at 8,000 bid. Do you want to go 85? 8 to go. Do you want to go 85? 8 to go. Do you want to go 85? Too late. You got it up top. 8,000. Give them a hand. Up top. $8,000. Congrats. All righty, we're continuing on. Remember, all this money tonight, where it goes, Charity Vision. All right, Doyle's, Newport, Boardwalk, let's have some fun. If it's true that a day at a beach restores the soul, you'll feel whole at Doyle's Newport Beach House. Mike, pay attention. The oceanfront property at the 20th Street Pier. It's just 20 minutes from Disneyland. Sleeps between 7 to 9 lucky people for one sunny week. All right. Donated by Evergreen Construction, Doyle's Newport. Let's have some fun. Going to Newport. Do we have 1,000? Do we have $1,000? Yes, we do. Thank you. Fun to bid. 15. Hey, $1,000 bid. 15. You bet. 2,000. 2,000. 25. 2 to go. Do you want to get 25? 25. Thank you. You bet. 3,000. 3,000. 30. You're great bidders. Do it. 35. 35. 4,000. 4,000. 45. 45. 5,000. We're at 45 to go. Do you want to get 5,000 now? We're at 45 to go. 5,000. I like it. Swinging the big bat. 5,500. 55. You bet. Keep her happy. Keep her happy. 55. Now 6. We're at 55 to go. Do you want to go 6? 55. Yes, 6,000. A new bidder. 65. Hey, 6 to go. Do you want to go 65? Your turn. Do we have 65? We're at 6 to go. Do you want to go 65? Going to Newport. Do we have 65? We're at 6 bid. Do you want to go 65? Anyone else? At 6,500. We're at 6,000. Cynthia, I'm with you. Do we have 65? Anyone else? At 6,500. Thanks for bidding. We're at 6,000. Do we have 65? Cynthia, sell it out at 6,000. Congrats. Congrats to you. Give them all a hand. Great bidders. All right, continuing on. They are going fast, so please keep the bids coming. Maroon 5, VIP Ticks. Adam Levine won't go home without meeting you. No need to pinch yourself with 2 concert tickets in hand. You'll get to meet the Grammy-winning lead singer in October when Maroon 5 performs in Salt Lake to sing more than a few of their chart-topping hits. Donated by Becky. Thank you very much. Let's roll on. Maroon 5. How about $1,000? Let's go. Yes, we do. $1,000, Robert, down front. 1,000. Thank you. 15. Hey, $1,000 bid. Front row. Do we have 1,500? We're at 1,000 bid. You want to get 15 now? Yes, 15. You betcha. 2,000. Hey, 15 to go. Do you want to get 2,000 now? 2,000. Yes, thank you. 2,000. 25. 2 to go. Do you want to get 25? Yes, 25. 25, thank you, Mitt. 3,000. Hey, 25 to go. Do you want to get? We have father and son bidding against each other. We're at 25, 3,000. 25 to go. Do you want to get 3,000 now? It's okay. You can get even. We're at 25. Do we have 3? How about 27 and a half? 25 to go. Do you want to get 27 and a half? 25 bid. Yep, 27 and a half. 3,000. We're at 20, 27 and a half. Do we have 3,000 now? We're at 27.50. Anyone else at 3,000? You're in the lead. 27 and a half. Yes, up top. Whoa, yeah, 3,000. Thank you. Just got to look. 32 and a half. 3 up top. Do you want to go 32 and a half? 3 to go. Thank you for bidding. Do we have 32 and a half? We're at $3,000. Do you want to go 2 and a half? 3,000 bid. Do you want to go 32 and a half? 3,000 bid. Anyone else at 32.50? We're at 3,000 to go. Do you want to go 32 and a half? Sell it out, Mary. $3,000. Congrats. Give them a hand. Upper deck. All right. Let's keep it going. Yeah, let's keep it going. We're going to the boys. Yeah. I'm just catching up. All right, the voice. If you're a reality TV fan with a penchant for music and stars, enjoy 2 seats on the front row behind Adam, Blake, Alicia, and Miley on NBC's The Voice. Season 11 may well bring the best vocal contestants yet. Let's go. We're going to go see The Voice. Let's have some fun. Are you thinking 1,000 to The Voice? Yes, all over. 2,000. Hey, 1,000 bid, 2,000. You bet 3,000 now. We're at 2 to go. Do you want to get 3? We're 2 to go. Do you want to get 3? 2,000 bid. Do we have 3,000 now? We're how about 2,500? We're at 2 to go. Do you want to get 25 or 2 to go? Yes, I'm with you. 2,000. Do we have 25? 2,000 bid. Do you want to get 25? To The Voice. Do we have 25? Yes, 25. Thank you, Robert. 2,500. 3,000. You're out, Cynthia. Do we have 3,000? Where? We're at 25 to go. Do you want to get 3? 20. David, it's okay for your section to bid now. We're at 25. Anyone else want to get 3? 25 to go. Do you want to get 3? We're 25 to go. You want to get 3? We're at 25. Robert, talk to Sean. He likes this. We're at 25. Anyone else at $3,000? We're 25 to go. Do you want to get 3? Robert, 25 bid. You want to get 3? We're 25 to go. Anyone else at 3,000? Going to The Voice. Robert, tell him congrats. 2,500. You got it. Congratulations. 25. Give him a hand. All righty. Thank you for your bids. You're wonderful bidders. We just have a couple more. We're doing it quick. Extra, here we go. If Mario is, in fact, Saved by the Bell, you can win 2 tickets to a live filming of Extra at Mario's as Mario's guest. Thanks, Mario, for taking your Charity Vision donor to work today. Donated by Mario Lopez. Let's give him a hand. Congrats, Mario. And let's go to extra. 2 tickets. You're going to have a fun day. Here we go. How much? What are you thinking there? Do we have 1,000 on extra? Do we have $1,000? Yes, we do. All over. 1,000. How about 1,500? Hey, $1,000 bid. You might get 15. Where? Word $1,000 bid. You might get 15. 1,000 bid. You might get 15 now. Word 1,000 bid. Anyone else? Yes, 1,500. Back row. Thank you. We got you. 1,500. Do we have 2? Hey, 15 to go. You might get 2. 50 with David. Do we have 2? We're at 15 bid. You might get 2. We're 50 bid. You might get 2. We're 50 bid. How about 1750? One time. Hey, 15 to go. You might get 17 and a half. 15 to go. You might get 17 and a half. 15 bid. You might get 17 and a half. Anyone else? At 1750, we're 15 to go. Do you want to get 17 and a half? We're at 15. Back row, I'm with you. Do we have 1750? We're 15 to go. Do you want to get 17 and a half? Do you want to get 17 and a half? We're at 1500. Do we have 17 and a half? We're at 15. Do we have 17 and a half? We're 15. Bid, you want to get 17 and a half? 15 to go. Do you want to get 17 and a half? Sell it out. Congratulations. 1,500. Give her a hand. Give her a hand. All righty, we are going to back up one time. All right, we're going to back up. We have another Newport house. We have another Newport house that was just donated. So if you missed out on the first one, we are selling another Newport house. Okay, so yeah, Newport house. All right. So if you missed it, we're going to sell it again. Newport house. Do we have 1,000? Do we have $1,000? Yes, we do. All over. How about 2,000? We're at 1,000. Bid. You might get 2,000. Yes, 2,000. Thank you, David. Now 3. We're at 2 to go. Yes, 3,000. Gotcha. 3,000. 4,000, David. 3,000. But you're going to be there a week in Newport. Do we have 4,000 where? We're yes, 4,000. Gotcha. 4,000. 5 now. Hey, 4 to go. Do you want to get 5 or 4 to go? Do you want to get 5 or 4 to go? You want to go 5 or 4 to go? Do you want to get 5? 4,000. Bid. You want to get 5 now. We're at 4 to go. Do you want to get 5 or 4 to go? How about 4,500? We're at 4. Bid. You want to get 45 or 4 to go? Bid at a 45. Anyone else? Yes, 45. We got you. 5,000 now. Robert, you're out. We're at 45 to go. Do you want to get 5 or 40? Yes, 5,000. Thank you very much. 55. Hey, 5 to go. Do you want to get 55? We're at 5 bid. Anyone else at 55 or 5 to go? You want to go 55? We're at 5,000 bid. You want to get 55? What do you say? We're at 5 down front. You want to get 55? Anyone else? You're out. Do we have 55? Robert, congrats at $5,000. You got it. Way to go. 5,000. All righty. Okay, let's switch gears. We're going south of the border, Puerto Vallarta. All right, there's a good reason James Taylor, Jimmy Buffett, Tim McGraw, and the king of rock and roll sang about Mexico. Lose your load, leave your mind behind, and find tranquility for a week in a luxury pet house in Puerto Vallarta. Available between May 1st through November 15th with 2 first-class United International travel certificates to get you there. You are going in style. All right. We are going to Mexico. Let's have some fun. Do we have 1,000? Yes, we do. Thank you. 2,000, 2,000, 3,000. We're at 3,000 with David. 4,000. You betcha 5,000 now. 5,000. You betcha 6,000. 5,000 to go to Medica 6. Hey, 6,000. Thank you. Ringside. 7,000. 8,000. 8,000. You betcha 9,000. We got you. 8,000. 7. Now wait. 7 to go. Do you want to go 8? We're 7 to go. Do you want to go 8? 7,000 bid. Do you want to go 8,000 where? We're at 7 to bid. Do you want to go 8? We're 7 to go. Do you want to go 8? Puerto Vallarta. Do we have 8,000? We're at 7 to go. Do you want to go 8? We're 7 to go. Back row at 7,000. Do we have 8? Hey, anyone else at 8? We're 7 to go. Don't let 1,000 scare you. 8,000 up top. 9,000 now. You're out. We're at 8 up top. Do you want to go 9? No, it's this way. Yes, you're going to go. Don't tell me this. It's this way. Do we have 9? 8,000 up top. Do you want to go 9? 8,000 bid. Do you want to go 9? 8 to go. Do you want to go 9? We're 8 to go. Do you want to go 9? Anyone else at 9,000? Do we have 9? Congrats. You got it up top. You got another. Give them a hand. Thank you. Happy bidders. All righty. The items are going fast, Robert. They're going fast, okay? Look. They're going fast. All righty. If laughter is good medicine, I've been laughing here all night. Jimmy Fallon is the consummate doctor with 4 VIP tickets, prime seats in the front center of the theater to see The Tonight Show, darling, in the Big Apple. You'll have a side-splitting good time. Plus, thanks to United Airlines for throwing in 4 first-class travel vouchers to get you there and back, donated by Jimmy Fallon. All righty. Thank you, Jimmy. We're ready to go. Here we go. Let's go see The Tonight Show. Here we go with Havishon. What are you thinking there? How much? 1,000. Thank you, Robert. 2,000 now. Hey, all over. 2,000. 3,000. 3,000 with David. 4,000, 4,005. Hey, 5,000, we got you. Now 6. 5 to go. You be the boss right there. Do you nudge him? Do we have 6? Hey, 5,000, beat Dominica 6 for 5 to go Dominica 6. 5,000, beat Dominica 6,000 where? We're at 5 to go Dominica 6. 5,000, almost ringside. 6,000, we got you. You bet. 6, Robert. Now 7. 7, thank you. 8,000 now. 7 to go Dominica 8. We're 7 to go Dominica 8. I'm glad you came tonight, Chris. And your friends. We're at 7,000. Do we have 8? Hey, 7 to go Dominica 8. We're 7 to go Dominica 8. 7 to go here, Dominica 8. 7,000 beat Dominica 8. Keep her happy. Do we have 8,000? We're at 7 to go Dominica. You look at her when you shake your head no. We're at 7,000. Do we have 8? 7,000 to go Dominica. 7,000. Whoa. Anyone else? Are we bidding or kissing? We're at 7,000 to go Dominica 8. Sell it out to you. 7,000 right down here. Right here. 7,000. Congrats. Congrats. That's just about all my papers. All right, did I miss any? And I think we have a pair of shoes. Is that right? Where is Ashley? Pair of shoes. It's coming. One more item. This just landed in the ring. Here, Robert, trade me. Yeah, trade me. Here is a brand new pair of shoes, signed by Mario Lopez and Oscar de la Hoya. All right, we're going to get those out. We're going to get those out, and we are going to sell them to you, all right? They just arrived, all right? Beautiful collector item. Let's sell them to you. Or are you thinking 1,000? Or are you thinking $1,000? How about 500 then? Do we have 500 to go? Dominica 5, Dominica 5, Dominica 5? Thank you. 500. 750 now. 500 to go. Dominica 7.5. We're at 5 B. Dominica 750. 500 to go. Dominica 7.5. 5 B. Dominica 7.5 for 5 to go. Dominica 750. They'll fit any shoe. Do we have 750? 500 to go. Dominica 7.5. 5 to go. Dominica 7.5 for 5 to go. Dominica 7.5. Anyone else? Yes, 7.5. Think you meant 1,000. Hey, 750. 1,000. Got you. 1,000 with Robert. 12.5. You're out. 1,500, you bet. Swinging the big bat. Do we have 2,000? We're at 15 to go. Dominica 2,000 now. We're at 15. Beat Dominica 2. 15. Beat Dominica 2,000 where? We're at 15. On the shoes. You can't get another pair. Signed by both. We're at 15 to go. Mitza high bidder. Dominica 2. Dominica 2. Dominica 2. 1,500 to go. Dominica 2,000. Anybody else? Yes, 2,000. Right behind you. How about 25? 2 to go. Dominica 25. 2,000. Beat Dominica. Oh, do we have? I thought you maybe you'd come back. We're at 2,000 behind. Dominica 25 for 2 to go. Dominica 25 for 2 to go. Anyone else at 2,500? Thank you for bidding. You've been very great. Do we have 25? We're at 2,000. Bid Dominica 25 for 2 to go. Dominica 25. Last chance. We're at 2 to go. Thank you. Dominica 2,000. Bid Dominica 25. Sell them out at $2,000. Mary, your way. Congrats. You betcha. All righty. Yeah. Well, listen. Please give yourselves a great big hand. You've been a great audience to work for. Thank you so much from your auction team. Appreciate it.
How about a hand for Rob Olson, your auctioneer tonight? We have one fight left on the card before we wrap it up and before we actually get both of those fighters into the ring. For about scheduled for 8 3-minute rounds. I'm going to turn the microphone one more time over to the president of Charity Vision, Josh Romney.
Thank you all so much for your contributions. I do want to make one last announcement. We've raised about $200,000 tonight between the silent and live auctions, so we're pretty excited, but it means we're $50,000 short of our goal. So I'd encourage you, for those of you who thought you were going to win a live auction or a silent auction and aren't winning, I encourage you to get your phones out, go back to that link. We'll hopefully send you another link right now. Go out, make a $25 contribution if you can, 50 or 100, even 1,000. It's going to make a big difference. So everyone who hasn't had a chance to do that, please do it before you leave tonight. And one final thing, we do have a store back here with all sorts of sweatshirts and T-shirts, so go ahead and pick something up on your way out as well.
All right, Josh, thank you. All right, you ready for our last fight of the evening? I know they're not going to come out here unless you make a little bit more noise than that. Are you ready for the last fight of the evening? Wrapping up Charity Vision Fight Night in the light heavyweight division. As I mentioned a moment ago, this was scheduled for 8 3-minute rounds. First to make his way to the ring, please welcome Ernesto Baraspi.
Órale, chante, cántale
his way to the ring, Demetrius Ballard.
Nothing can stop me, I'm all the way up. All the way up. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me, I'm all the way up. Show it what you want, show it what you need. My niggas run the game, we ain't never leave. Counting up this money, we ain't never sleep. You got V12, I got 12 V's. Got bottles, got weed, got my I'm all the way up. Show it what you want, I got what you need. Shorty, what you want, I got what you need. Shorty, what you want, I got what you need. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. All the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. For my niggas.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout in the light heavyweight ranks is scheduled for 8 3-minute rounds. And introducing first, standing on my left and fighting out of the blue corner as an amateur, 45-5 in a young 50-fight career. As a professional, his record stands at 14 wins and 9 losses, 9 of those wins coming by knockout. He weighed in at fight time at an even 173 pounds. He's here in Salt Lake City tonight, fighting out of Guadalajara, Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Ernesto Baraspi. His opponent standing on my right and fighting out of the red corner turned pro in 2013 and has destroyed each of his opponents. He brings with him an impressive professional record, a perfect record, 13 fights, 13 wins, 9 of those wins coming by way of knockout. He weighed in at 171 pounds and he fights tonight out of Washington, D.C. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Demetrius Ballard. And your referee for this contest is Chet Fulmer.
All right, gentlemen, you had your instructions back in the dressing room. Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands. Is there any questions from blue? Any questions? Good. Any questions from red? Okay, touch the gloves, guys. Good luck.
Chet Fulmer, once again, the third man in the ring for our final bout of the evening. Demetrius Ballard bringing in his undefeated, fast-rising record, 13-0 with 9 KOs. But Ernesto Baraspi with 9 KOs of his own, 14-9 is his professional record after a 45-5 amateur career. Baraspi is the southpaw in the black trunks. Ballard, black trunks trimmed in red. And he, of course, standing orthodox. Fighting out of Washington, D.C., proud boxing community there. Very soft-spoken guy. Did not have a lot to say in the locker room before the game. Before the bout. Very businesslike as the feeling out process begins here in the first round. There's that power punch, straight left hand from Ernesto Baraspi. Lot of pop on that. He'll try and set it up with the jab. But you can see the taller, more composed Demetrius Ballard looking to pick his shots. Body shot just misses there for Baraspi. Lead hook straight is countered by Demetrius Ballard. Both fighters fighting for that front corner. Left foot versus right foot. Ballard with a little bit wider stance. Ducks in and right back out. Again, this bout scheduled for 8 3-minute rounds. Nice straight right lands for Demetrius Ballard. Measuring that early here in the bout. Glancing body shot as a response as the fighters get jammed up there. Pretty unorthodox style here on Ernesto. Somewhat of a wild puncher. He was a late replacement for this bout. Cardio may be a factor as we get into some later rounds. Huge right hand. Big knockdown as Demetrius Ballard lands a extremely powerful right hand punch. Didn't even set it up with a jab. You saw Ernesto Baraspi caught himself on the ropes there. Blood in the water early here in the first round. Baraspi attempting to regain his composure with a flurry, going on the offensive. Another big punch lands. That one a much shorter right hand. 10 seconds left, and that ought to do it. Baraspi getting another powerful right hand, and Chet Fulmer will wave that one off. What a win for Demetrius Ballard. Improved his record to 14-0, his 10th knockout victory, and it came early, just shy of the opening round bell. Unbelievable performance by Big Meech, taking out Ernesto Baraspi in less than a round. Perfectly timed on the first punch and the first knockdown. Patiently waited after a couple of flurries to set up the second. And as Ernesto Baraspi was backing into his own corner, that same overhand right landed and finished the bout. You can see why Golden Boy Promotions has tagged Demetrius Ballard as one of their fast-rising light heavyweight prospects. It was scheduled for 8 rounds. We didn't even make it through one, folks. Great performance by Demetrius Ballard. Big Meech, they call him. You got to give credit to Ernesto Baraspi for taking this on short notice. Such late notice that there was actually sanctioning issues leading all the way up to tonight. They showed up at the venue and we're still waiting for emails from the ABC to make sure that this bout could be cleared. A very game Ernesto Baraspi just did not have the skill, though, to stand in there with Demetrius Ballard, who improved, as I said, with this win to 14-0.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get these guys back to the center of the ring. We'll make this official. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you watched it as it happened. Your referee, Chet Fulmer, calls a halt to this contest. 2 minutes, 58 seconds of that very first round. This one comes to an end by knockout. For your winner, Demetrius Ballard.
Well, Demetrius Ballard made another statement tonight. We'll send it back in and let Tim Hughes ask him some questions.
Thanks for putting a little exclamation point on the evening, but that's become a bit of a habit for you in your young career.
Yeah, we just come to each fight prepared the same way. It was a scheduled 8-round fight. We came in here willing to go 8 rounds. David, my corner, told me to get him out the ring early.
A fighter at this stage of your career, so now you're 14-0 with 10 knockouts. What do you see as your future in the sport?
Greatness, world champion, undisputed, one of the greatest ever put on the left peg gloves.
And I asked this question of some of the other guys that are here tonight for Golden Boy Promotions, but it must be special for you to be working under or in the shadows of Oscar De La Hoya.
Yeah, it's a great honor. I watched Oscar growing up. When I first started boxing, I was 10 years old. To be a part of the team, Golden Boy is more than a team, it's a family. So just to be a part of that family means a great big deal to me.
Well, congratulations tonight. Good luck with the rest of your career. Thanks for stepping in here tonight.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Demetrius Ballard. That is going to do it for our Charity Vision Fight Night. I want to bring up someone who's been ringside with us all night, but unless you were watching on Facebook, you wouldn't have known it. He's a great Utah athlete. You may have seen some of his fights inside the UFC cage. Mr. Sean, the real O.C. O'Connell, stepping in here. Knows a little something about stepping inside the ropes or the cage. It's a fun night, isn't it?
Great night, great cause. Very happy to be part of it for the second straight year. And big thanks to everyone for coming out and raising money for people in need.
I was thinking a minute ago that it's a perfect ending to have a knockout to end the night and then remind everybody that we have a chance to knock out blindness, curable blindness. Last year we did it for over 40,000 people that needed surgery, another 70,000 received glasses. That's what this night is all about.
It really is, and it's great to have the celebrities come out, and it's great to have all of these generous donors come out, but it's about the people who are going to be benefiting from this fundraiser. And you saw the vignettes tonight. 42,000 people had vision correction surgeries, and I think you said 70,000 pairs of glasses, and just more to come. The work's far from done, and Charity Vision is ready to do it. It's amazing.
You, by the way, are stepping back in the cage in a week or so in Chicago, right?
It's in Ottawa. It'll be on Fox Sports 1, and it's a week from tonight. So I'm very excited about it. Steve Bosse, Canadian opponent, and hopefully I'll win that one, and we'll come back and fight in Salt Lake City.
So you're going to be in hostile territory.
Yeah, I don't mind though. Go spoil the party up north.
How about a hand for Sean, the real O.C. O'Connell, and watch his fight coming up. It was announced this week, by the way, that UFC Fight Night is coming to Salt Lake City in August?
Yeah, August 6th, the UFC is bringing the Octagon to Vivint Smart Home Arena. It's the first UFC event. So get on social media, campaign for your Utah fighters to be on the card, and everybody go buy a ticket because we've got to show them how much we love combat sports here in this great state of ours.
That's going to be a lot of fun. Again, August 6th when UFC comes to town. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me just wrap up by reminding you that it doesn't take $5,000, $10,000, $50,000 donations. For $25, you can help save the sight for someone in one of those developing countries we told you about earlier. $25, I think, is doable for all of us. Don't forget to check out all of the silent auction items tonight. Thank you from the bottom of our heart for being here and participating, hopefully having a little fun along the way. On behalf of Josh Romney and everybody behind the scenes at Charity Vision, my name is Tim Hughes. Good night. Hope you enjoyed yourselves and be careful on your way home. We'll see you next time for Charity Vision Fight Night.